Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I have kind of a weird video for you guys, and I tried to look and see if anybody else had talked about this on YouTube, and I didn't see anybody talking about it. So I don't know if anybody's going to see this or if it's going to help anybody, but I thought I would share it, especially this time of year with so many people going on family vacations, and a lot of those people go to amusement parks, carnivals, and things like that. I thought this may be a good time to talk about this, because if you have young kids, then you know it's very intimidating as their parent to wait in line for some kind of a ride that you think they may be scared of, or even if you don't think they're going to be afraid of it, and then they get on it and they freak out because they're scared, and you can't help them because you're on the ride. A lot of times you're strapped in, they're screaming and crying, and you just feel terrible for like making them go through this. So I thought I would share just 3 tips with you guys to help maybe if you have a kid that either may be afraid of things, or you think they're going to be afraid of some rides that they may be going on at like Disney or Universal or something like that. These 3 tips will hopefully help you. So the first thing is to show them the rides before, maybe even before you leave home. If you can find a video, like a lot of times you can find on YouTube point of view videos, like full ride experiences of these different rides, to show them what the ride is going to do and what it's going to look like and what they can expect, so that maybe they're a little bit more prepared. Like if they think it's going to be some like calm little boat ride and they get on there and it's like this crazy thing, they're going to be really scared. So it really comes in handy to watch videos of those rides before you even leave your house to go on vacation. This would have been particularly helpful for us because this year we went to Universal for one day. We go to Disney every year, but this was the first year in probably 10 years that we went to Universal. And there are a lot of big rides at Universal, and there's a lot of things like flying in your face. And I didn't think about that before we left, and we wanted to ride things together as a family, and there were quite a few rides that were pretty intense for my 8-year-old. And I wish that I would have shown her kind of what these things, or I wish I would have watched, if I would have watched the rides, like videos of the rides before we left, I would have known before we even left our house that she was not going to like, you know, this ride or this ride. I didn't do that. I didn't show her, and we didn't know, and one of the rides at Universal scared her to death, and it was miserable. So, and then from then on, she was afraid that every ride was going to be like that, and it wasn't, luckily. And she was brave enough to get on other rides after that scary one, but I wish I would have done that. So I highly, highly recommend that you do that with your kids, or at least on, you know, on your own, and you kind of know your kids, so like you could be like, oh yeah, they're afraid of this, they're going to hate that ride, you know. Watch those videos as much as you can to get a little bit of an idea of what to expect. The second thing that really comes in handy, and we actually do this here at home too. My youngest daughter is 8 now, but when she was 7, she had to get braces, and it was really hard. I mean, it's hard on these little kids now that have to get braces, and they hardly even have baby teeth taken. Like they've just gotten used to having to have teeth pulled, and then they have to get braces, and there's a lot of pain involved with that. And so we have like a little animal that she takes to the orthodontist that she kind of squeezes when she's getting her teeth worked on. It just makes her feel better and comforted. And so it's not a bad idea to bring a small little animal to bring with them on a scary ride, or something that may be scary or new to them, for them to kind of take care of and hold. And it gives them something to focus on besides themselves. Like tell them like, okay, you got to take care of your little, you know, whoever it is, your little tiny Mickey Mouse, because he's afraid. And you've got to hold him and keep, you know, and it really does help to take the attention off of them, and they're focusing on something else. So I think it does help. Now, of course, everybody's different. They may not help everybody's kids, but it may be a good idea, and it's not going to hurt to try it. So definitely that's something to consider. And the third thing is ultimately remind them that it's not real, and it's only going to last a few minutes. So even if they get on it and they hate it, you know, before you get on it, say, you know, it's only 2 minutes. It may seem like longer, but you know, it's a minute ride, or it's a 2-minute ride. It's not real. None of this stuff is real. There's not really monsters. There's not really something jumping at you, whatever the situation may be. Just remind them it's not real, and it's not going to last very long. So if you don't like it, don't forget, close your eyes. I think they have to keep their eyes open and watch. As soon as you get scared about something, close your eyes. If something's jumping out at you, close your eyes. You don't have to look and watch it. You can definitely close your eyes at any moment that you want to. So hopefully those tips may help you. It's just something that we figured out and we learned kind of the hard way with this most recent trip to Universal. So going forward, I'll definitely, if we go anywhere new where we don't know what the rides are like, I will definitely be a little bit more involved in some research before we leave. But she's brave. She rode things I didn't think she would ride, and she loved them. So, you know, everybody is different. Everybody's kids are different. So you know your kids, these tips might not help you at all, but they may. So it's just something to think about. I hope it is helpful. If it is, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to check out my Disney playlist. I will have linked in the description box for you guys. Every single Disney video I have ever made is in that playlist. So hopefully if you are planning a Disney vacation, it will be helpful. Or really any vacation, but especially one to an amusement park. Hopefully that will be helpful for you guys, so check it out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you want to see 2 of my older videos, you can click the links right here. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, and you definitely should, you can click right here. I upload every single week. I have some links in the description box for some of my favorite stores and products, as well as my P.O. Box address. Check out those links if you're interested in those, and I will see you guys in the next video.